Lost to a new student? I didn't see that coming.
Shame it's over. I was just getting started.
Revelio.
She's always showing off about her.
Revelio.
Anyone fancy going to Brood and Peck?
Now, is she growing pungent onions again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get...
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
What should I be doing right?
They're in the greenhouse, just across the footbridge.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Revelio.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
With that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
And those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Revelio.
Like anything, we must first understand. Goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Hello, Lenora. Could you remind me what's so special about that empty painting?
It's not necessarily special, as far as I can tell. It's some sort of puzzle that I'm trying to work out. Have a look if you're of a mind. Perhaps you can
The crossed one's duelist to beat.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea. I tried to brew some ammo.
Revelio.
Oh, I've been turned around on the ground.
Revelio.
I'd like to send out.
My aunt says I should get to Hogsmeade as often as I can.
Incendio.
Sometimes when I lose track of the time when you were at Three Broomstick.
Revelio.
older brother used to terrorize me with a fanged geranium.
My interest in herbology stemmed only from my desire.
Revelio.
As a mother-born,
Revelio. Revelio. I should investigate. Revelio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg you.
Revelio.
How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here? Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and
What exactly is an...
It's an astonishing ancient navigation. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still... I understand. But I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and...
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You should never have come.
Accio! Levioso! Incendio!
Unhand me!
You will
Protego.
not survive this.
Accio! Incendio! Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Levioso! Luke, I'm not going anywhere with you. Levioso! Luma!
You having the
Accio!
That's all you've got. Ah!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Stop right there!
I'm not going anywhere with you. Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
I'm just warming up. Never had a chance.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Perhaps not. Tango! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this! You can over my dead body! Is that the best you
Leviosa! Incendio!
You cowards! Going on!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
You're idiots! Stop them in a rumpus! Aha! Back for more! Oh!
Incendio!
Just wait till I come down! I hate heights!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. You there! Stop! Tango!
Incendio! I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take the student over my dead body!
Accio! Leviosa!
How embarrassing!
Incendio! Accio!
I've had enough of this! Not today!
Leviosa! Accio! Incendio!
Release me! Ah, no!
Revelio!
Just happened. I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get...
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies.
It's a long story, but thank you.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Best get moving on my...
You mentioned someone named...
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potion.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and arch...
Merlin? I can see...
Well... I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each
Revelio.
trunk has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio! Revelio! Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio!
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
Incendio!
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Revelio!
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even... How does it work? I must have...
Are all of the trials like this one?
You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. My guess is that each will also... which you can find in Hogsmeade, should you need... I really must... And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.